I'm starting by digging into my box of old electronics out on the balcony. I found this old digital set-top box. It's no longer used for its original purpose, but it has the perfect internal components for our project. I'm going to show you an incredible trick, transforming this old, useless digital receiver and an outdated phone into a powerful, free TV signal antenna. To get started, I need a standard RCA cable. We need these specific plugs to interface with the audio and video inputs on the receiver, which we will repurpose to accept our new antenna signal. I'm going to use my scissors to cut the yellow and white connectors. Next, I carefully use wire strippers to remove the outer insulation and expose the inner copper wires of the RCA plugs. This is crucial because we need a clean, direct metal-to-metal connection later to ensure there's absolutely no signal loss. Now, I'm taking an old feature phone. These old phones have surprisingly strong internal antennas. I'm going to open it up and remove the battery. I will insert a SIM card into the SIM tray and put the battery back into the phone. The phone will eventually route signals directly through our custom cable. I take a charging cable that fits this specific phone and plug it in. I will prepare a piece of heat shrink tubing to secure the connection. I'm going to splice these wires together with the RCA plugs we prepared earlier. This specific wiring allows the raw radio frequencies captured by the phone to flow directly into the receiver's processing board. To keep everything secure and prevent any short circuits, I wrap the exposed connections tightly with electrical tape. A solid connection is key to preventing static or signal drops. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. I will use a lighter to gently heat the heat shrink tubing, causing it to shrink and form a permanent waterproof seal. Now, I plug our newly modified RCA cables into the corresponding yellow and white input ports on the back of the set-top box. The other end remains securely plugged into the old phone. To keep the setup neat and compact so it's easy to place near the TV, I apply some hot glue to the top of the receiver and firmly attach the phone. This creates a single, unified antenna device. Next, we need a way to send the processed signal from the box to the TV. I take a USB extension cable and plug it into the receiver's USB port. At the other end of the cable, I strip off the outer insulation to expose the copper wires inside. In this modified setup, the USB port will act as our customized signal output. Next, I take a standard coaxial antenna cable and strip one end to expose the braided shield and the central copper core. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. I connect the data wires from the USB cable to the central core and the shielding of the coaxial cable. This step is vital because it translates the output from the receiver into a standard radio frequency signal that any TV tuner can understand. Again, I wrap it thoroughly with electrical tape. At the other end of the coaxial cable, I will repeat the insulation stripping process. I'm attaching an L-shaped coaxial connector to this end of the cable. I make sure it's pushed on tightly for the best possible signal transfer. The L shape is practical for tight spaces behind the TV. I plug the USB end back into our DIY receiver. As you can see on the screen, the TV currently says no signal. Watch what happens when I plug our custom coaxial cable into the back of the TV. Instantly, the message disappears, and we have a perfectly clear, high-definition picture. The signal is incredibly stable. I can now easily flip through various channels, all thanks to our DIY solution. The reception is clear, and the picture quality is great. No more relying on expensive antennas or complex setups. Let me show you exactly how it's connected behind the TV so you can see there are no hidden tricks. Just to prove it's not magic, let me unplug the antenna from the back of the TV. See, instantly, no signal appears again. This confirms that our DIY device is indeed responsible for pulling in those channels. Now, let's plug it back in. And just like that, the signal returns, and we have live TV once more. It's consistently working across various channels. We've successfully turned old, forgotten electronics into a fantastic working TV antenna. Look at how many channels we get, all perfectly clear. If you enjoyed this project and found it helpful, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave a comment telling me what you think. Don't forget to subscribe for more fantastic DIY ideas. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.